That song was by Maximiliano Zargan, titled Drift Away Intro.
On a deeper note,
it is inevitable that this country has regressed into a hippie era without the peace and love. Here to talk about the horrid drug culture is a hallucinogenic specialist by the name of Dr. Flemings. Would you please explain to us, Doctor, this increased phenomena of psychoactive addiction?
Of course. It all begins with the consumption of the drug. Whether the active ingredient is psilocybin or LSD, the effects are quite similar in a certain sense.
A heightened anxiety rate upon taking decreases the sense of time, and emotions can either vary from extreme fear to a false sense of nirvana. The mind then wanders off to beliefs of false occurring events, and a persistence to follow this new mental adventure takes hold of your thoughts. Feelings of loneliness and depression begin to increase as serotonin is lost and colors become much more vivid.
What a terrible thing to do. Why would people put themselves in this situation?
I'll explain that in a second. Please let me finish first. As I was saying, colors become more vivid but brighter at the same time as your eyes become abnormally dilated. Then the dread hits with peaks like that of small earthquake discharges happening simultaneously within short moments. The internal dialogue is heightened in a sense of freaking out. Some sensations have been described as feelings of brain cells popping in large amounts, uncontrollably driving one mad at times. If the user overcomes these fears, then the continuation of internal revelations becomes a top priority, as all bounds between mind and matter are discarded. The internal monologue continues, and although heightened at times, still is easier to withstand, as a set goal is a consumer's top priority, regardless of the thought battle to survive. And to finally answer your previous question, why do people put themselves in these situations? The answer for that is simple. The hallucinations.
Yes, and that is exactly the problem with drugs. The user is left with it as a sole dependency for hope, and as a gateway for, as I said previously, a false sense of nirvana. It's merely a habit picked up in order to drift away.
Thank you, Dr. Flemings. And now another song by Maximiliano Zargan titled Drift Away Finale.